What is up, guys?
Hi.
We have a market update for you guys. So we're going to be covering June numbers of 2023. So let's jump into it.
You going to start us out?
So I guess the biggest thing we want to talk about right now, just interest rates right now, you're hovering right around 7% plus or minus.
For conventional.
For conventional, it's still tricky. I mean, the rates are sticky right now, but let's dive into some of the numbers for Utah. You want to cover new listings?
All right. So new listings from June last year to June this year. We had 7,469 last year, and this year we have 5,235 that were new listings in June. So we're down about 30%.
And that's kind of where we've been hovering. Like, I guess March we were down 25%, April 30%, May 23%. So we're still about the same. We've been doing the Parade of Homes this past 2 weeks, and everybody I talk to, they're like, "Man, I'd love to sell. I'd love to change out my house, but I like my interest rate." I talked to like 5 people yesterday when I was there last night.
Golden handcuffs.
Yeah, like people can't get away from it because they're into a house. They have tons of equity, but they're at 3%. And if they sell and they move all that equity to another house, their payment's going to almost double for like the same house.
Yeah, the equity helps, but doesn't help the monthly payment. That's why you have to buy 2 houses at a time.
Yeah.
so keep that in mind.
Oh, but that's what we're dealing with right now. Yeah. It's tough. Everybody just loves their rate more than, and I don't blame them. Like, it'd be hard.
It's just not even loves it more than they want to. I think it's just not feasible.
Right. It's expensive to go from, say, $1,500 a month to $3,000 a month, or from $3,000 a month to $6,000 a month. Okay. Pending sales. So pending sales in June of 2022, we're around 3,500. This year, we're around 3,200. So we're just down 6%. Not terrible there. There's not a whole lot I think we need to dive into there. We have similar pending sales from last year to this year.
So closed sales now, and the deals that are actually closed and done. Last year we were at 4,599, and this year we're at 3,620 in the month of June. So it's funny. We were only down 6% in pending, I mean deals under contract, and we're actually down 21% in deals actually closing. So there's a few more deals that are dying in the mid game, for lending or due diligence. People are being a little more picky, that kind of stuff. So still not horrible.
This is interesting though, because looking back on pending sales, like January to May, we were in the double digits, like 18, 19%, 19, 14%. So and now we're all the way down to 6%. So my prediction for next month is I think we're going to have a spike in closed sales.
Do you think they're just stacking up on that last month? Everyone was out of town and just...
Yeah, I think we're getting... Or we're just catching up to last year where rates hiked up and slowed everything down, and now we're kind of comparing market to market. Right. That could be it too. We'll see on that. Doing these market updates has been cool because I guess January, February, March, we were comparing like a normal economy when rates were decent to now where rates are harder. But now we're getting to the point where we're getting into the time when they spiked up rates, and I think our numbers are going to start to balance out, plateau, which I think we're seeing here.
Yeah, we've almost corrected, but now it's just getting harder. So we'll see what happens with that 7%.
Okay, days on market until sell. So this is a big one that we talk about with sellers. So last year, June of 2022, 21 days on market on average. This year, 46 days on market on average. We're up 119%. But we are down considerably from January, February, March, April. So January, I guess the high point was February was 139%, March was 190%, and April was 222% higher than the year before. So we're actually trending back down. May was 168%. Now we're down to 119%. So our days on market are actually getting better. Homes are starting to sell faster than years before. I guess they're just starting to sell quicker.
I think we saw fire sales back when rates were crazy and stuff, and then we saw complete panic and chaos that really shut down, people wanting to buy. That's where you're seeing 100 130, 190, 220% average days of market, where we were up 70, 80, 90 days to now we're down to 46.
Right.
I think that realization of this is just how it's going to be for the next little while is kicking in.
Yeah.
And people are like biting the bullet and doing what they need to do to keep moving forward.
Right. Okay.
Get out of here. Median sales price. So the median sales price for a home in June 2022 was $526,000. Listen to this. Median sales price for a home in June of 2023 is $495,000. So we dropped about 35 grand, just over $35,000 on a median sales price. It's only 5.9%, but that's still huge.
That's a big drop,
Yeah.
but it's getting a lot better actually. Cause like the peak of it was like in April, we were down almost 10%, 9.8%. We're only down to 5.9% now.
So you keep hearing us refer back to the start of this year and a few months ago. Like, if you look at our graphs here, we were trending down. Everything was getting better, right? These last few months, stuff was getting cheaper. However, since May, June, and hopefully July is on the same track, we're starting to trend back up. We're starting to kind of plateau out. I think we've hit a correction, and now we're balancing.
When look at the 12-month average, it says 12-month average median sales price is $493, and then 12-month average of the prior year is $498, only a 1% different. That's
Right.
interesting.
It's like we're bouncing back to the normal. I think it's
Yeah.
the shock of the rates.
Yeah, so I think we dropped, and now we're coming back up, and like our sales prices aren't as bad.
So that people ask me all the time, do you think they'll ever get back to what it was? We're only 1% off what we were last year at this time.
Well, we're 5%, 5.9% off of last year.
Oh, excuse me, for just June. But
Yeah.
overall, your 12-month
Overall,
average,
yeah.
you're about a 1% difference.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess, I mean, I don't have a crystal ball. I wish I did. If they do something crazy with rates, I think you'll see home prices spike.
Spike.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they give any wiggle room.
Yeah.
Just think how many people are at the starting line just spinning their tires.
Oh, think about all the people we've talked to, just like I was mentioning in the beginning, that are sitting on these really good interest rates, just waiting for rates to come down so they can get out and buy the house they want. The second rates go down, they're going to ditch those houses and it'll be a feeding frenzy again. So it's like pick your poison, right? High rates are like tons of competition and prices just skyrocketing.
And that's another method I'm seeing people doing, going right off of that, tactic one might say is they're getting in right now with the high rate, getting the property, and when that feeding frenzy happens, usually what happens is your average sales price goes up.
Right.
Because you have a lot of competition. So they're getting in now why prices are down a little bit. We're talking 5.5%, that's 30 grand.
Right.
So, if it jumps up another 5%, that's 60 grand you could make.
But there's a big difference from like when it was the feeding frenzy and you had to offer 30 grand above list price to get something. So it's like,
Yeah. And then tell
But
them
your rate was
sorry
good.
for underpaying.
yeah. But your rate was good. So it's just like both of them suck.
Yeah. Yeah. It's either you can't afford it and you pay too much, or you can't afford it, but you pay too much.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Average sales price, very similar to the median, just another way of looking at it. This on the average, we're only at 2.4% difference from last year. So last year we were 634, now we're 619, only a 2.4% difference. So like we were talking, it's balancing out.
Right. So we're going to do the percent of original list price received. What did you call this earlier? Your bargaining power?
Yeah, you're negotiating. Yeah, I was
If
like-
you're a buyer.
Ben's like, I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah. So your percent of original list price received. So we're at, last year you were getting 100.2%. So there were still a lot of people last year in June that were still offering just over asking. Now people are coming in and, they're trying to get 5, 10, 20 grand here and there. And we're about 97.5% of asking.
Which is really good.
That's not bad.
No.
Because
It's really good for sellers.
people aren't giving houses away on purpose. They're still, that's if I could get 97.5% of every listing we did, I'd be pretty happy.
Right. Well, and if you look at like kind of the lull of the market where buyers had the most opportunity was in February. It was 7% of original list price received. They were getting roughly 94% off of 101%. So it's just like that was kind of the bottom.
I think, yeah.
And now sellers are like they're getting closer to what they want.
Yeah, they were getting 7%. People were getting on average a 7% discount off of asking, and that was back when houses were sitting 60, 70 days on market.
Yeah.
So now days on market are kind of going down, and percent is getting better. You're getting a little more value on your home.
Okay, housing affordability index.
Explain that one.
Yeah, we love this one. This is basically a metrics just to gauge how affordable a house is given wages. So the lower the number, the less affordable it is. The higher the number, the more affordable it is. So we're still at all-time lows. We're at a level 69, and last year it was 72. So we're minus 4.2% difference between last year and this year. So things are more unaffordable right now, basically.
Right.
And that's how I'm going to dig into that.
Right. It goes off of how much you make, interest rate, and average cost of homes.
Yep.
They take those things, mix them together, and say this is what is and isn't doable.
Yeah, but we're
That was smooth.
we're about rock bottom on that one.
Yeah.
So you got the next one.
Okay, inventory of homes for sale. So basically what's out there on the market right now that isn't under contract. So in 2022 of last year, we had 11,479 homes available. This year, we have 10,177. So we have a decrease in inventory of about 11.3%.
And I think that's all those fence sitters that would like to sell, but just, I mean,
can't.
if you don't
Yeah.
have to sell, you're not going to right now
Right,
because you have to buy something. So,
right. If your financial situation doesn't allow you to do it, it's hard to give up those rates,
Right.
you know.
Okay. And then month supply of inventory. We are cruising through this
We
one
are.
this time.
Clean.
Yeah.
Love it.
Getting better.
Because I have a showing.
Yeah.
Gotta get out of here.
Month supply of inventory. So in June of 2022, there were 2.6 months supply of inventory. In 2023, we have 3.2 months supply. So it's a good gauge of if you weren't to get any new listings on the market, how long would it take? How many months would it take you to run out of inventory, given how fast things are selling? So it'd take us roughly 3.2 months to run out of inventory. Anything under 6 months is still a seller's market. If you go over 6 months, I mean, that's kind of what they say. Like you look back in like 2009, 10, like we were 10 to 12 months supply of inventory, meaning
Well, basic supply and demand,
right.
you know.
Yeah.
If
So
I-
there's still a shortage of homes. for
Yeah,
sale.
if somebody over orders too much of a product, if we have too much of it, everybody's competing to sell. So
Yeah. Okay.
is that it? Oh, we are done.
We are done. So,
Cool.
but let's do a quick recap because we have a few listings. I would like what are you seeing on your stuff right now, and like with buyers? Because I would say if I were to go off of this summer for me has been slower. I feel like
Mhm.
everybody's traveling, and I feel like days on market should be going up. Like that's just what I'm feeling based off of the last few listings I've had.
So
Are you-
here's where I'm seeing it is I'm seeing a dead zone. Like, you know, anything over about 600,000 is to $1 million is just stagnant. Like that demographic is just not spending money. They're hard to get loans for.
Yeah.
Over $1 million, if the value's there, you have a lot of people out there that are throwing Hail Marys trying to get $1 million for a $500,000 house. But over $1 million, I'm seeing that kind of move. And under that, like 600,000, it starts moving a little quicker. You get under that 500,000 threshold.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
They're still fast.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
still going because it's affordable.
Right.
There's still a lot of young kids that need to get in a home, and that's affordable.
Yeah.
Well, so that's what I'm seeing is I'm just a black hole. So
Right.
if you got listings in that or your home's around that value, it's hard right now.
Yeah. And days of
So-
market are dropping, but I just haven't really seen that. I think, but we're comparing June's numbers. So it'll be interesting to see what the next, like what July looks like. And really, July is what we're feeling right now.
Mhm.
And so I feel like days of market might even go up a little bit in July just because people were traveling, they're gone. Like it's just hard
Holidays,
tracking
the
people.
camping's coming
Yeah.
up. You know, everyone's trying to get their summer vacays in.
Family reunions, all of that stuff. So
Here's my prediction though. I say right before, you know, I say August, we're going to see a spike on closed sales or
Yeah.
a spike on pending sales going away and closed sales, people trying to get into their school districts and homes.
you think it's going to
before-
pick up?
I think it's going to pick
fall?
up.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have an August run.
I agree with you. Like fall, August, September, I think we'll have like everybody trying to beat the snow.
While their yards still look
Yeah.
okay, you know, the leaves aren't everywhere, that kind of
I
stuff.
kind of see like two spikes in the market. You have the spring fever and then summer, and then you have the fall push,
Right.
like
Getting
people
ready
get
for
back.
hibernation.
Yeah, people getting back into their daily routines. School's back in session. They're ready to get where they want to be for the wintertime.
Real estate's like a camel, 2 humps,
Two
one
humps.
in spring, one in fall.
Let's end it with that. I like. Catch you guys next time.